Here to solve a problem tonight. Just here to get an open dialogue with the community. This is not an MCPS thing. We want to make that clear. We are opening the doors to facilitate conversations between Montgomery County Public Schools, MCEA, and different organizations that want to improve life for our citizens in Montgomery County. That's it. So today we literally just want to focus on these two questions behind me and open up dialogue. And we definitely were really excited to have a student in the group because this is about you. And I think you're Blair. Okay, yeah, Mr. But we want to hear everyone's voice tonight. So the first thing we're going to remind you is our, just want to be respectful so we can hear everyone. We want to make sure we're all listening.
The problem with Head Start is, yes, you get great results the first year or two, but then if you're not persistent, the gain is lost. So you need some continuation of service.
So one thing that just came to mind, so I teach at Eastern and I work primarily with students in our magnet program, but I also work with students who are in our comprehensive program. And I see this just huge difference when I go from first period with my comprehensive class to second period with my magnet classes. And I can tell you one of the big differences is access to mental health. I'm talking about some sort of support. They need it more in many ways than my magnets.
However, I taught special education for 32 years in this country, being one of the pioneer teachers of the school at the Psychiatric Institute. During those years, I have always wondered about why aren't we doing more parent education? Because it's all well and good we have the kids, especially now when, as you all know, we're flooded by many students from other countries. And I don't say too much about other countries because I am an other country person also. However, I think that whereas, and with all due respect to you young people, there are so many young parents who are even afraid to discipline their kids because they don't want to lose the love. How can we help these parents to deal with what is called tough love? As I would tell my own child who I've done well by that I love you and this is why I'm doing certain things. And so in a nutshell, I think parents need education. We cannot have the kids at school and we're doing all that we're doing, and of course many of us, we have much more to do, without the parents being a part of it. It's all well and good they're getting these services. They need some services in how to raise their child so they can fit appropriately in society.
In our community discussion, our group specifically targeted two areas where we think we could make a difference in our youth's lives. One was the greater access to public health in the county, and that includes increasing awareness and just possible restructuring of the organizations in their public health services. This is because we need to make sure that different cultural and socioeconomic problems in Montgomery County are being addressed. We also think that parents need their own set of resources too. The school system does a wonderful job of catering to foreign kids and immigrant kids and any type of language barriers, but the problem is that the parents also need to be integrated into the children's school process. We think that if we get the parents involved, that will really impact the way these kids are acting in school and their academic performance. So what this all shows is how, one, the U.S. is really good at dealing with multiculturalism because we have the dialogue that we want to include other people, outside cultures, into our mainstream cultures. So we don't want to continue alienating people, we want to bring them in. So there is a sense of inclusion. And although not all the voices of our community was represented in this community talk, it's those members that can be expected to evoke the type of change that they want. So this kind of goes back to Fukuyama's argument that the U.S. deals really well with multiculturalism. We see this at a grassroots level of, again, how this open dialogue is available to the public because they want to bridge these gaps. Also, Putnam talks about civil society, and what I saw was that part of the reason that these parents aren't being involved in their child's education is because of language and cultural differences.